matches today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Miami. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0. Hey, alert.
Wilson airing it out to start. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Russ now from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Russ setting to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Sticking in the air with Wilson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's brought down for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. This is Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it at the 20. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
14. Almost special. Almost special. Good job right there. Good job right there. Nice.
After the pick, here's Wilson. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. They're now set for 1st and 10. Running behind center with Harris. And they had that one contained right at the line. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. 2nd down here, another give to Harris. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On play action now, Wilson. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call.
Alert. Body.
1st down throw from Wilson. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now here's Ross. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th down.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get it positioned to swat it away. That is well done.
Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Go ahead. Let's go. Hey.
Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This our last play of the quarter.
Got it. Almost special. Go, 14. Alert. Check.
Wilson with it on first. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Second quarter all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Rush coming for Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Wilson on the play fake. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Russ is cooking again. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Second down carry for Achane. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. from the red zone now. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
A-chain on the inside give. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Hey, get safe. Get out.
H-Chan. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Ready.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Called in by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
14, run it.
Wilson now from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Steelers trailing in the early going. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Left pass. Good.
Russ looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
4th down, Wilson throwing. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a 1st. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
Go ahead.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Cover 2. Ready,
Trying again following the sack. Trying for the deep ball. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's trying to go deep again. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
All right, come on. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's loaded another one up. That's intercepted near the sideline. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25.
By the Steelers.
Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
Look left. Right. 12.
Defense shows blitz, Wilson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
Check.
A final throw before the break. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Hill now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He's got it inside the 25. They get 40 on the big hitter. And it'll be first down, Miami.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A-chain again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6, you get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
They're right here. Hey. Set.
Tua now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Turbo 1, high. Out.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He put everything he had into this one. Full extension, and he brings it in. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Working inside the red zone. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. That's caught, Devon Achane. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone, instead stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Dolphins stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins push their lead to 18. Sanders all set to send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And a poor choice this time to bring it out. They contain him well shy of the 30. In fact, he's out shy of the 20. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Russ now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Wilson on first and 10. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. Working quickly here.
Touch 50.
Wilson with it on first. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Another try following the sack. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Cole Holcomb has it. Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
12.
First down, here's Russ. Now he's taking a deep shot right. This is caught inside the 15. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all.
Hey guys, listen. Cut.
Blitz coming, Russ. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Cut.
Harris will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. The Steelers calling their first timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Get set. Whoa. Out.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one's rejected at the line. So it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have some new life in the 4th.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Zebra. Cut.
Wilson now from the gun. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off. Kendall Fuller. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Ready, set.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
20 TX. Set.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
G.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again here on 2nd. Tagovailoa finds his man Waddle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
32 Stinger. Watson, Oscar. Scat. Set.
Tua off the play fake. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And now they face 2nd down.
He's right, no. Ready. Out.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's go. Get on.
1st down, here's Tua. He's got it at the 5. And in for the Miami touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Sanders all set to send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. What?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Bam, 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 bam.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
14, run.
From the red zone now. He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Once more, it's Wilson. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're...
Pressure off left, and it's blocked! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Mostert on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Go ahead.
They'll start the drive with H2H. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins holding a 12-point lead. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey. All right. Ready, set.
Tagovailoa off the play fake.
The pass. Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Hey, get set. 21G. Corner, long.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Connects with the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Hey, out.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
All right. Hey, 21 TA.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Good.
Russ now from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
Hey, 0. Hey, alert.
throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 4th and long. Here he is to throw. That's caught beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Ball at the 33 for first down. Sticking in the air with Wilson. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Russ is cooking again. Trying to push it deep downfield. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying it.